everybody. Welcome back. This is potentially the finale, potentially the penultimate episode of Bronze Kingdom Carnarium. We're so glad that you are here on this wild ride. Hopefully, you were with us last week because it was absolutely crazy. The role play out of control. Let me go ahead and recap what happened. Yeah, get Arnold back in screen.
I'm doing it so slow so no one notices.
Totally pass that stealth check. No one noticed. Previously on Bronze Kingdom Carnarium, we start with the half of the party who is at Outpost Vacal. They are speaking to the Queen, and Gael unloads everything that happened to them since they've been away. And exactly. And she says that, yeah, that's really shitty, but we have an army right here, so we're gonna deal with that one later, and we're gonna deal with this one right now. And you make a plan to get north of the walls, and the plan enacts at sunset. So you do a couple of things. Some of you go and get healing. Some of you take a trancy long rest. Oleg goes and gets some hell cocaine, which he has not yet used. So hell cocaine, add to your inventory. As you plan to slip north of the walls of the wards, the diversion works. The entire mass of ward knights are going through the wards and are starting a battle with the army that is north of the wards, and you are able to see that the entire mass of ogres and orcs and those hybrid creatures that they were breeding and the demons that are now allied with them, they are all falling, descending upon your brothers in bronze. And you're able to sneak away. As you sneak away, you notice some things. Frost and Oleg, you notice that there are some northern orcs wearing bronze armor. Frost, you specifically notice it is the armor of your fallen comrades when you were taken, when you were ambushed and taken. Then you see their bodies, which have been reanimated. There's also an army of undead at this wall. It seems as though this was a widely cast spell, and anything dead in the area seems to have clawed its way to the surface to fight, including Oleg, your mentor, and your previous comrades, who are heavily decomposed after many years in the ground after you buried them yourself. Showing a bit of character growth, you are able to move beyond that and know that you have a bigger plan, and you step forward and continue, and the rest of your evening, the rest of your night, you are able to stealthily move through the woods. Meanwhile, we switch to a rising dawn where Ken, Dash, Anariel, and Gira have traveled via portal back into their own plane. They have also traveled there with Torin. Unexpected. The brothers talk. They go back and forth. There is a huge talk. There's a large fight, and it ends in Torin asking Ken to walk away, saying that the kingdom is going to fall and that this is his chance to walk away. But Ken declines, and the fight begins. Gira is banished by Anariel, sending her to a cozy little chair in another dimension while the fight unfurls. And a massive amount of damage is dealt to Torin from Ken, followed immediately by a blight from Anariel with 58 damage heading straight at Torin. At an underleveled Torin, just have to throw that out there.
Okay, we didn't have to call that out. No one needs to know that part.
We can fix that in post. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll fix the post. Torin then quite cleverly tries to save himself using one of his runes to deflect the damage. The only person there other than his brother that he can hit is Dash, and that's who he chooses to deflect the massive amount of damage to this tiny level 3 tiefling. And before it can strike her, Ken steps into the path of the blight, and what would have killed him, what would have evaporated him from the inside out, instead, the ring on his hand, which has tied his life force to Torin's, half of that damage goes to Torin's, which brings him down. As Torin's unconscious body lies in the dirt, Ken kneels at his side and, with his father's sword, plunges it into his brother's chest and ends his life. He switches swords with his brother. He mends the armor, and he kneels by his side. The sun is slowly rising as the remainder of our party steps from the woods. They see what has happened. Gael almost can't believe it. It's almost difficult to process what has happened and who has done it. Ken starts building a pyre, the tradition amongst his family. The others help to gather wood, and Torrin's body is set ablaze as the rising sun continues to grow. And what remains of his family watches in the somber glow of his pyre. Torrin, your shade stands next to your brother and your sister. And this is where we begin.
Sorry, playing a little bit. Communicating to Ken here. The Torn sword is great sword. Are you proficient with great swords, Ghosty? No. Okay.
It'll be
Good.
fine.
You don't need a weapon for the BBEG. It's okay.
I've got a boot dagger if you need one.
You might need the boot dagger.
I have a
Yeah.
couple daggers. I also
It's-
have 2 dead imps you can just nunchuck around.
Yo, I mean, you could always go take backsies on the whole laying down the
You
sword
could.
thing.
Hey, you know what? Dash technically has a rapier with her.
We're
so-
good. I do have proficiency because it's martial. We're good.
Hey,
We're good.
Good.
Dude,
Okay.
Excellent.
Ooh.
As you stand, Ken and Gael, the flames are still warming your face as you stand next to each other. Do you
think
stay or do you
Gael-
turn away?
I think Gael stays and watches, and you can slowly see as she's sitting there, her red hair starts at the roots again and goes completely white, and her eyes go from that red to that icy piercing blue as the sorrow and despair of everything that just unfolded, all the words that were never said, all the could have beens and should have beens, fill her heart, and the rage is replaced with a deep, deep sorrow, and she is in winter. And Ken, if you're still holding her hand, you probably feel like cold just radiating off of her, replacing the heat that was once there.
Yeah, Ken knows about the seasons. Like they've talked about that before, right?
I think they would have. I think she would have shared, back home and the different things. I don't think you've seen her go outside of spring until she went into summer.
Mm-hmm.
Just skipped fall entirely.
Yeah, fall's
Bold.
useless.
Our mother was fall, and that's why.
Don't tell me. Don't say that. Yeah, I think Ken isn't watching the fire anymore. His eyes have gone up to the tower in the distance, and he's just watching it as the smoke comes in and out of focus for him. And feeling this cold, he'll turn to Gael and watch her for a moment. Grip her hand a little tighter for just a moment. And he will look back at the burning body and just I don't know how to move forward from this, but we have much to do.
She nods solemnly and says a quiet prayer to Solara to help guide Torrin's soul. to where it's beautiful. And she will turn and just look at you and wait for you to tell her what to do.
He'll turn. Is the group around still, or have people gone off? He'll turn to everyone. If Malakar is in that tower, he will have seen the smoke. And I hope he has. I want him to know that a fire is coming for him. I can't guarantee that we'll all make it out alive, but this is why we're here. This is what we went through hell for. This is what we've lost and fought for. And I would not rather have anybody at my back but you.
I will walk up to you, place a massive hand on your shoulder. I thought I was the one who gave the speeches round here.
Felt right in the moment.
I mean, yeah, it's just when it starts coming through you, it's like hard to.
Really hard to
Hold
just
it
keep
back.
it in. Yeah.
No, I mean, like,
like-
basically impossible.
Oleg, you're ruining the moment again, and I don't know that we need that right now.
You know, all this thing that I get sort of uncomfortable when things get sentimental.
I get that. I get
Right.
that.
Yeah. I was
Finn,
gonna make a dick joke. Actually, you would have been proud. I sort of held that one in.
proud of you. So proud of you.
You've grown a whole leg. Good job.
Finn,
Yeah.
I can't ask this of anybody else, for they all have a stake in this. But you're the only one I know that can maybe navigate these forests. Can you get Gira and Dash to safety?
You say I don't have a stake in this. I might not be wearing bronze like Oleg, but you know I'm a ward knight.
Ken will look at Anariel and then back at him. I just can't help but feel like if we had the ability to protect the people we loved, we'd do everything we can.
Make a persuasion check.
Can he have advantage? Because I did persuade Finn last session to take Gira if anything happened.
If anything happened, but he was still committed to first.
Okay.
But if it goes sideways.
I tried.
Yeah.
I tried.
That's a 13?
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
That's so good.
That's a
Guidance.
that's a
Guidance. I
thick
touched guidance.
13. That's a D4, right?
It's a D4. What?
That's a 14?
Charisma.
You can see that there is like abject, like almost nearing anguish on his face. Like he wishes he could say yes, but this is one of those times when he has sworn an oath to protect the kingdom, and this is what protects the kingdom. Malakar has to die. I'm sorry.
I
swore an
understand.
oath.
I know.
But I will promise you this. If things turn and there is no victory, I will do my best to get them home.
Thank you. Does everyone have everything they need?
Mm-hmm.
Then we set off.
Dash is holding Gira's hand currently, and shoos her off to Anariel for a moment, and runs up to Gael. Are you planning on bringing Dash and Gira with you, or leaving them here?
I'm not going to leave them here with a bonfire
Fuck you.
burning.
Yeah, smart move. And you guys can. She like gives you like a shoe, like, okay, we start walking, off you go, and she like links arms with Gael as you guys start walking. She's speaking to you, Gael, but you can see that she's watching Ken as he walks ahead, as he kind of leads the way down this path towards the war camp. And her arm is warm in your cold winter. And her voice is normally it has almost that upbeat gnomishness to it, which has always been almost off-putting from a tiefling. Like, it's almost a juxtaposition. It's tempered a bit now as she speaks to you. Who would have thought that all those days ago in the cage that I came up and you called me over? Who would have thought that this is where we would be?
Gail stares far off as she listens, and she says, almost in a monotone, "It seems like centuries ago. So much has happened."
She pauses for a breath. He told me, you know. And normally I would let it lie, but I think there's not a good chance we all walk away from this. And so I've chosen to tell you something. He thinks you do not want him. And I think that he is wrong. Because there's not the world where he is not the best one of all of us. So do not let him die believing that.
Wait. Ken?
She gives you a nod.
I think Gael will gaze over to Ken and then back to Dash and give her a knowing look before pulling her arm free, gently pulling her arm free, and then picking up her pace to catch Ken.
All right. Dash lingers in the background. Exactly.
Like eyes over here. She'll catch up to Ken, and she doesn't run. She's not rushed. She picks up her pace and then matches. No, especially in winter. She's kind of, looking around her, trying to find the beauty in the world and really struggling to see it. And then she catches Ken and then matches his stride. And I think is silent for a moment. And then she'll start, that song. It was Mother's Lullaby. And I know Torin knew it. There was a moment so long ago when we were at the castle, and he was tending to me. We were in the garden, and he was whittling away, and he started humming it, and I recognized it immediately.
Why? Why are you telling me this?
I wasn't going to. I wasn't going to ever. It was my burden to bear, and it was not something that I think you should have had to bear the weight of. But I never got to tell Torin, and watching him lay there, I really wish I had. And I don't want to miss that opportunity with you. So it's not because I didn't love you, Ken. It's because I do.
How can you love somebody that has done what I've done?
What do you mean, what you've done, Ken?
Killed our brother, Gael. I put an end to what could have been a fantastic life. And I feel like a monster.
Ken, in all these years, I've come to trust your judgment and your counsel. And I know that if you did what you did, it's because it was the right thing to do.
You could tell him. You could have him back, would you?
Ken, I wasn't here to see or hear or know what he has become. But perhaps you relieved him of that burden. Give him a chance at peace.
No, I was his burden. I know that now.
That's not true. That's not true.
Gael, let's deal with the matter at hand, and then we can discuss this further. But for what it's worth, I am sorry. You shouldn't have had to bear the weight of your secret. Our parents shouldn't have put you in that position.
Duty. Duty always comes first.
That's what my father said, and I think he was wrong.
As this conversation begins coming to a close, everybody make a perception check.
I didn't even have my dice out.
Okay.
Come on, girl, you're gonna need them.
30, 20.
Like, are we
I
playing
just
D&D?
refused.
I got a 0.
26.
What?
Ew.
Can I?
With
So
my mouth.
my one eye can see invisible things, right?
Illusions. It can see illusions.
Gotcha. Never mind.
22.
26.
I rolled a
I'm trying to
1.
see if you can see Torin.
I was like, can I see something in like just at the corner of my vision every now and then?
Boogly boogly.
Ooh.
Nah,
Can
just
Torin
illusion.
hear us?
So
Can Torin hear us?
Yeah, he can hear you. He is like seeing the material plane. You guys cannot see or hear or feel him.
good times. So Frost rolled a 1, but what about my drake? Does my drake get a roll or able to add to my roll?
How is it worded? Does he like have his own turn?
He has his own sheet technically.
Then I would say yes, he gets a roll.
Okay. You said a perception check?
Yeah.
Well, the Drake got a nat 20 for 22, so
Beautiful.
Jesus.
Rush, what'd you get?
I got an 18.
Okay. So really everyone except Ken, which Ken and actually is your Drake communicating with you
my
actively?
Drake can communicate.
Okay.
Yes.
So everyone but Ken. Ken, right now, your mind has too many things to think about. Not only your brother, but also your sister, the potential people you care for who you are bringing unarmed into a camp. There's too much on your mind. There's no way that you'd be able to pick this up. You haven't gotten back to that soldier's mindset yet. You are actively reaching for it. Everyone else, you hear the jostling of armor coming up the path to investigate what the smoke was.
Ooh,
I cast Embolden Bond on Oleg, Ken. Oh god, and Rush.
Are there like side paths or
It's one gravel winding path. There's no like foliage or anything here because you're heading down a steep
Oh,
valley.
so like no place to hide.
Not really, no.
Can I give my
Well, what if
shield? Can I, after I feel the magic kind of come over me from Gael, can I give my shield to Dash? So she has that for Gira.
Yes, but I don't think she is proficient in shields.
Well,
Can I give her my rapier?
She has a rapier already.
Okay. Then.
Can I give her my boot dagger?
You're welcome to give her.
No, I don't
boot
want
dagger,
to. I
but
just
she's-
everybody was offering. It felt rude not to.
Yeah.
It's actually 4, so it's going to be Oleg, Ken, Rush, and Frost. I can do 4 for Embolden Bond now.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, she cannot. If it makes you feel better, you can give it to her for flavor.
yes. I imagine she's carrying Gira, so having that shield over her.
Yep. Perfect. That's
Okay.
great. Yes. Yep. So, and that's what she does. Gira is, you almost can't even see her behind the shield. So at first glance, people wouldn't know Gira was there. Are you doing anything as this clinking armor approaches?
I cast in mine.
Not to
All right.
Oleg.
I got nothing.
There's nowhere really to hide, right?
No, not really.
Yeah.
Pretty open gravel trail. You don't really leave a lot of places to hide in the path up to your camp. Not a great strategy overall.
No, I'll step to the front.
All right.
I'll cling to his back and hide behind him.
should we try pass without trace?
Oh.
I mean, it's totally open.
It's there. Yeah.
You gotta be real dumb.
Yeah.
Real fucking dumb.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's no one on this path yet. I don't see nobody.
You need to, like the
it
elvish
would
cloaks.
literally be like the Kronk, like the. That's what you guys would be trying to do. Oleg standing in the front, Rush behind him. You see now, kind of coming in at a jog. In the front, you see 2 northern orcs in kind of piecemeal armor. Some of it's leather, some of it's plate. And then behind them, you see two of the hybrids, two of the orc ogre hybrids that you saw last time you were here, and they are fully armored in what appears to be heavy plate that's just been pounded out of any metal that they've found, and it is almost crudely attached directly into the flesh of their muscles. You can see like nails where it's been pounded in, and they are fully armored, these two hybrids. And as they come upon you, they're almost shocked to see you on the path, and they come to a halt.
I turn my head to the group, and I mouth a word, a fateful word. Chewbacca.
And nods
And
his
I-
head just reverently. Just
And I saunter up to them
In your bronze armor.
in my bronze armor.
Uh-huh.
That you
Boy,
stole.
what you lot doing off the path? Shit, on the path.
Make a deception check.
I can do this. I'm so strong and I'm emboldened. Okay.
I give you mental advantage by saying, "You got this, big guy. You got this."
You get an extra D4. Come on, extra
Yeah,
D4.
I haven't forgotten. I'm just doing simple math and I'm scared. 18.
Oh,
I'm from the north. I know the dialect.
it's
you
true.
see.
It's true. You were born in the north. They pause for a second, taken aback by your armor, but then, having rolled a 6, they remember that some of
Yeah.
the orcs were wearing bronze armor when they left, so that makes sense, definitely. And they pause and kind of look at each other. The hybrids kind of stand in the background waiting for orders, and the two in the front kind of look at each other. We was checking the smoke. What's you doing back?
Or caught these guys sneaking about, pilfered some of their armor, killed them, burned the dude, because that's how I roll. And now I'm bringing them back to the boss.
He's not gonna like interlopers this close.
No, but these weedy kids are so scared they aren't even chained up. They're not going to run off and cause no trouble. Or
please
show
help
them-
us, please.
Oi, shut up, you.
Oh,
We had us a proper scrap, but they saw who was the biggest, and they saw who was the baddest.
so big and bad.
That whiny one there, can I have his shiny armor?
No, the biggest orcs get the best scrag. Everybody knows that. It's a rule of the north.
It's like, yeah, you're right. Damn it.
Yeah.
Make an insight check.
You're so good. Good job.
Oh, it's a good one, too. You guys, we're doing it. Dirty
Chewbacca.
20.
The look in his
17
eyes says that he is probably going to try and kill you later to steal Ken's armor from you.
I grab him and I pull him close, looking down to him. You best not try anything sneaky. Surgok tried it with me, and his head's on the floor now, and his guts is out there for the birds. And I push him back.
Please hold. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't mean nothing by it. It's just as nice and shiny. And
Don't even look at it.
He looks down. Best get you to the big boss then.
Oh my
Right.
god, the fucking Chewbacca maneuver worked.
Your rolls were
Took
on.
17 sessions, but it worked.
Took 17.
All
Exactly.
you greasy humies form up. We're going to the boss.
Not a single human among them. 50% of Ken.
Yeah,
It
there's
does not
not
do
even.
Half of Ken starts to move, the other half is just like, wait, hold on.
No. All right, you are led into the camp. Once again, for the second time in a week, you are in this war camp. This time successfully, you tried a Chewbacca maneuver last time, and it was not great. I do recall Ken tumbling down the mountain in his plate armor. This time it goes much better. In fact, you walk through, they don't even take your weapons as you are led through camp. Oleg put on such a show, and they are properly intimidated. And you are led right to the base door of Malakar's tower. There's the big boss. He's been in a right mood, so he's gonna stay down here.
Do you, by chance, remember specifically where he is at the moment? Wouldn't want to make him wait.
It's his tower. He's likely opened the tower, I think.
Right. Well, what are you standing around for?
Oh,
Go make yourselves useful.
They saunter off.
I just look back at the group, and once they're out of earshot,
I fucking told you that Chewbacca always works.
Great job, Oleg.
Stop turning
Many
around.
questions going through my head, but I'll save them for later. It's fine.
You're pointing me out into the open.
You guys, you skipped a page. Congratulations.
Wow.
You guys go.
I thought it was
Our
fate. I
percentage
thought,
of living
like,
went up.
the fact, I thought it was fate.
It was beautiful. It's everything I
We've
wanted
come
and
full
more.
circle.
Mhm.
And I didn't even have to get undressed and wear a chain.
That's true.
It's
Was
true.
that the
Man.
first episode? Was
That
that
was the-
episode 1?
That was the second episode.
No, that was episode 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was Ken's BDSM phase.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was short-lived.
short-lived.
Well,
All right, you're at the base of the tower. What do you do?
Is it a pull or push door?
It's a pull door. It's a pull door.
Is there anybody else around? I know we sent the ARC escort away. Like, does it sound like there's anybody in the tower?
Make a perception check.
No.
Ken,
No.
before we go up, are you feeling okay?
21.
Ken blankly stares at Anariel and just, I think she gets the idea that he's internally screaming, and he just goes,
I don't mean emotionally.
yeah, I'm
like-
totally fine. I'm all good.
I'm gonna nudge Gael.
Look at me. My skin is cracking and fading away, and it's taken on a darker hue because I've been blighted.
Sunburn?
My
Oh.
organs are slowly shutting down, and I'm pretty sure I have a limp.
You all got
I give you 5 points of lay on hands.
All that you have.
Everything I have, except for one.
Perfect.
I just gotta save one.
Oh wait, do I have any lay on hands?
Oh God, do you
Yep,
need
you
You're
heal?
paladin.
God
Yeah,
damn
he's,
it.
he's
Your
bad.
paladin,
That's
you
why
only
I'm...
have 10 points.
Oh
of
God,
lay on
okay. We're gonna do
Yeah, I'm at 29 out of 76 health.
standby.
A piece of his cheek
I'm
falls
sorry.
off.
Nothing, buddy.
Are you-
What the
Oh,
fuck?
okay. All right
Yeah,
then.
I feel great.
Where's my cure wounds?
Dropped it for something spicier.
Oh.
I
Detect
might.
poison.
I have healing word, but cure wounds is good for.
Ken, you have cure or healing or
Take your
lay
time.
on hands.
Yeah, I
I'll
could
do-
I could use
I'll
some.
do. Hold on. I'll do some too. Let's see.
You might feel a temptation to take all 10 points.
Don't
14.
do it.
14 to Ken.
14. Okay.
Oh,
Why
also
Did
heal
I
him.
get rid?
We're all touching Ken to heal him.
You
8
see
points.
Ken's flesh begin to splinter back together from the cracked and dry way that it was, and he just kind of takes a breath. That's a little better. My spleen feels better.
I
That's
gave
a
you
good
8
time.
points.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Is Ken good? No.
Are you?
Yeah.
Dash has healing words, so you could get a little more from Dash if you want.
All of
Yeah,
Dash's
for
spell slots. Clear,
First
clear
of all,
her out.
Let's have her
All
save
done.
that. I will cast a spell on her though myself.
She's going to cast Mage Armor on herself, so I don't know if that changes your plan.
It doesn't, because I'm going to give her another 2 with Shield of Faith.
Amazing.
What is Gira with us?
Go ahead.
Yeah, but
Yes,
she's
Gira
holding
is
Gira
stuck
behind a
today.
shield.
with the shield.
What
have
is this
bark
tower
skin.
made of?
Oh.
This tower's made of stone.
Shit. Okay.
Can't burn it down.
No, I have a medium-sized drake. I'm trying to figure out how to get in.
Ooh.
Just bust
Even-
through the top. It's fine.
That's what my thought was, but then she said it was stone.
Gotta be windows, right?
There's windows.
Yeah.
Medium-sized drake.
So we just bust out
Bigger
a
than
bigger window.
Well, can't you recall him and then when you're in the building, call him
once
back
per
out?
long rest.
Just
Uh,
oil him
Long
up.
rest.
He can slither through.
Medium sized is like you guys,
Yeah,
right?
we're medium
You guys can
sized.
bust
Yeah,
it
we're
open.
medium.
Drake medium is bigger than human medium.
He could play defense on the outside
I
to
mean,
keep
he's
people
just a
from
medium.
entering
He's
the
just a
tower.
medium-sized
Medium-sized-
creature.
yeah,
He's a
medium-sized
medium.
creature.
He fills a 5-foot square.
Keep him outside
I
to
mean,
keep
if we
people
wanna
from
let it fly,
entering.
we can let it fly.
Yeah.
Like,
You're gonna have to
if,
set him
if
free.
he gets reinforcements, yeah, if he gets
Set him free.
reinforcements, let's like keep him
Fly
out,
away
no?
home. Fly away home.
Go on, get. We don't even want you here. Get out of here.
Super
Oh
helpful
my god.
animal.
While this is happening, I'm gonna write Ken, Gael, Gira, and Rush's name in my book.
What that mean?
A death note.
That mean if you
People
go
to kill.
down, you pop back up with 1 HP.
Smash.
That's cool. Can you write your own name?
Mm-mm.
Rush is like, you sure? Are you sure you can?
Oh shit! I wrote it in the wrong one. That's
I
no.
need to know.
Death note.
We need to. We need to have Rush on Burrow and Brew because I have questions.
I have questions.
Carry on. Don't mind me.
All right. Are we good? Are we opening the door to the tower?
Yeah, you
We're
said it's a
busting
pull
in this
door.
hoe.
We're pulling the door.
It's a pull door. Yes.
Yeah, I'll go and pull the door open.
Little bell.
Inside, it is dark. It seems like the base level of the tower is windowless. There is a stone staircase that you can see, which wraps the outer wall, climbing upwards. Other than that, that's all you can see at first glance.
Is there anyone in the vicinity of us?
You rolled perception checks. Gael, I think you rolled like a 21 on that perception check.
26.
26. So you hear like hustle and bustle. There's a few handfuls. You can see maybe like a couple dozen soldiers still in camp. Most of the army marched south and is now at the wards. The rest of it is just it's a bare bones crew, but
Mm.
you hear all of that outside of the tower. You don't hear any of that inside the tower.
Okay, I'm going to jump off of, or not jump off, but I'm just gonna get off of Oleg and just start climbing the walls and get on the ceiling.
All right. What do you have for that?
At 9th level, my unarmored movement goes up, and I can use my key to move along vertical surfaces and liquids without falling.
Cool. All right.
Is the door a push or a pull?
The pull.
Pretty
Can't
good.
already. It's pull.
It is a pull.
hmm
What do the handles look like on the inside?
On
Is
the
it like
inside,
grip around it? Yeah.
yeah, it's like
On the
a
bar
like
end.
a carved wood, and it just comes around in kind of a capital D shape.
D for
Hmm.
dick.
There would be
That's what I
happening
thought
with
too,
the
Ghosty,
hole through the
in my
handles,
head
right?
as soon as I said it. What was that?
No holes in the handle or anything like that.
Nope, curved wood.
Smart bastard.
Don't do it,
I was
Ghosty.
trying to put my rod of holding in the door so it couldn't
Oh.
be. Open, but
He's
it's a
trying to put his
pull.
rod in the D.
It's trying to put it on that.
Ah, yeah.
My head was not in the
Flyland,
gutter,
bro.
and I was trying to prevent people from storming in, but here we are.
You have an entire Drake that could do that. Let me just stop though.
But you see, if I have the Drake land at the camp, suddenly anyone
Yeah.
there sees a Drake in front of the tower.
Like a good distraction. I don't know, deterrent perhaps. But let me stop.
I'm
Last time we
envisioning
did
a
that.
how to train your dragon, and that's what it looks like to me.
Toothless.
He has a token.
I'm gonna cast message to Ken. Let me
Big
know when
meaty
you want
boy.
me to pop the cork on the soul.
Oh.
Oh.
Because we have to let the soul out to kill him.
Yeah, I will let you know.
Thanks.
I'm gonna follow above them, just like a little walking above them.
All right.
I think Gael's gonna. No, damn it. I'm gonna wait. Don't mind me. She's just gonna go. She's very somber, trying not to make just icing her way up.
All right. How are you moving
I'm
up?
gonna roll. Go ahead.
Like
Walking?
as stealthily as it's possible for this loud ass group to walk.
All right. I need stealth rolls and a marching order, please.
Who can see?
Wow.
That's what I think. Who has dark vision?
Anariel.
Anyone who's
We all
anyone?
should. Nobody's human.
We don't have any
Ken.
dirty humans in here.
Well,
Happer.
and
the
half are
Happer.
human.
But I think his character sheet is human.
Mine?
Was
No,
that
my
half?
character sheet is
Oh, your character sheet is half elf?
is half elf. I got 60 feet of
Oh.
dark vision. Let's go.
Nice.
Okay,
You're good.
okay.
You're good.
Mom's eyes.
Nat 20 for 25 for
Let's
stealth for Anariel.
go. 17.
I am the wall.
19.
8.
6.
Remember, you don't have to roll with disadvantage anymore, Ken.
I didn't.
Oh my god.
I did, but I do.
Did you put your D4 with it?
Oh no, hold on.
Could
Oh,
be a
wait,
10.
let's see if I can make that 6 that much better. Or 8.
Oh my god.
That's 6 into a
10.
7.
Hey. All right.
I don't know why I'm
You marching order, please.
Like front.
I'll be behind
Oh,
Oleg.
I'm not very happy.
I'm right above Oleg and Ghosty. Oleg and Ken.
Behind Ken.
The middle. So I'll be behind Gaia.
Running up the rear.
Man, it's hard to do this stealthily. But I was gonna try to talk to Ken a little bit.
Go for it. We rolled horribly. That's why our stealth is so horrible, because
Yeah.
we're talking.
You're like,
Frost bringing up the rear, as in the rear of the party, or the rear behind Gira and Dash.
Rear behind Garen Dash.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Finn should be in front of them.
Yeah,
Then I'll
Makes
be.
sense. Puts him right behind Anariel, which is exactly where he wants to be. So
Yep, that ass.
That dog.
that ass.
Okay.
Well, he can't even see it because I'm invisible pretty much.
So, I'm trying to use my inside voice, but do my best. I know you're probably in kind of a dark place right now, and I don't want you to do anything reckless.
Oleg, we just pulled off the Chewbacca maneuver. And you don't want me to do anything reckless?
No, I mean, I'm the one who does the things that are reckless, and the group needs you. Like, I have to do the reckless things, and you have to be the sensible one. And I don't want the dynamic I don't want to be the sensible one. That would not be good. It's not going to be good for anyone, really.
I will keep my head. But by the end of this day, Malakar will be dead.
Right, that is the sort of reckless that you and I can agree on.
Perfect.
All right. As you are moving up, you can see again, it remains relatively windowless. You remember from last time that this is a fairly newly constructed tower, and the smell of must and old stone has not really set in yet. This is a place where you can feel the coolness radiating off the stones. You can feel that this is a place that doesn't seem like it's very traveled. There's not many people who get access to this location. And there is a light shuffle of your feet against stone as you move up the winding staircase. As you are moving, occasionally my plated friends, your the pauldrons of your shoulders brush against stone. The hallways are relatively narrow. There's only so much smaller you can make yourself in a suit of mail. So occasionally we hear the ping of metal on stone, but otherwise, for the most part, you guys are silent as you slowly move upwards. You see now that there are occasionally doors that up in the distance as the tower continues to wrap. The doors are made of wood. Everything else appears to be made of stone.
Do we hear anything from the doors?
You can certainly listen.
We were
Like the way
led
you
up
said that
through
name.
here once before,
You were.
We were.
and there was that big room that we got to where we were sent to hell.
That was, yep, that was at the very top.
Yeah.
Fuck these rooms.
26 for perception, 26 to hear as we're going, if I can hear anything.
As you walk by this first door, you do not hear anything.
Okay. Keep it pushing.
I want to open the doors because they're here, but I'm not.
You know what? We got Gira from opening doors. I feel like
Right, that's what I mean. Is then
I
she's the light of our
understand.
life.
Right.
It could be
So
punishment
What if
now, though.
there's another kid behind this door?
what if there's a half-orc
No,
child
why?
behind this door
Orphan
that we could
everywhere.
raise?
Bunch of chocolate? Like,
Wow.
I don't know. You
Bunch
never
of
know.
hell cocaine.
Say no to drugs, kids.
Or don't.
Fine. We'll leave the doors closed.
All
We can
right.
kill Malakar and come back and open the doors. That's fine.
Yeah, it's true, but maybe not all of us will be there for that.
In spirit, you'll be there, man. I don't know.
All right. Pressing on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you continue, Rush, make a perception check.
Rush, don't forget your D4.
Okay. 19.
On the ceiling where you are walking, you notice that there is a rune carved.
Wait, guys. Wait. I don't know how. If I can I read this? I don't know how I can tell.
Can I read this?
Can I make like
That's
I can't make an Arcana check. Can I make an Arcana check?
You can make an Arcana check for sure.
-1.
I swear to God.
I got a 2. Wait.
Rush can't
wait.
read.
Is it a rune? It actually no, guys. I think someone smushed a spider. I don't know.
Yeah, I think something died up here. It looks like a weird symbol thing up here, guys.
Can I investigate it with my passive investigation of 15 and knowing Torin?
Yeah. With a 15, yes, Torin, your brother right now is studying a rune. You, this entire time, have been walking invisibly by his side. You listened to the conversation that he and Gael had. You watched them finally pull off the Chewbacca maneuver.
Cool.
And now you see your brother trying to remember everything you told him about runes. What do you do?
Torn is going to look at the rune and then try to whisper on the wind, if you would, what that rune is.
All right, Whispers on the Wind, I believe, is a wisdom. Go ahead and make a wisdom check.
Use the Force, Luke.
Remember, you get no bonuses. It's just a straight roll.
15.
15.
15's good.
With that's so not just a straight roll. You would get Torin's regular like wisdom bonuses, but none of like your buffs.
It would be a 16. I use a +1 to wisdom.
As you recognize instantly what this rune is, and you almost scream it at your brother as you try and tell him, try and remind him, and no one hears.
I thought a 15 was good.
It's on the sheet.
No, I know. I just
On
was
the
I
sheet.
have an 18.
The 18 checks are going to be tough.
do better.
You're a ghost. It's hard to interact in the material plane.
No, a 15, just investigating it. I don't remember anything.
You would recognize it being familiar. That's all you would recognize.
All right, could I do an Arcana check then?
Yep.
Ooh, that's a 15.
Same thing. You're like, I know I've seen this before. I am sure that I've seen this before. I just can't remember where.
Is it carved?
Yep, it's carved in the stone of the ceiling.
That seems ominous.
Super ominous.
Can I mend the stone?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, cast mending.
Yeah, I'll cast mending on it. Oleg, let me get on your shoulders.
Right.
Crouch down and quite easily lift him on my shoulders.
Quite easily.
I want both of you to make just an athletics for me.
That's so easy.
Well, it wasn't. It turns out it wasn't that easy.
13?
With your
Pretty good.
+4?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh,
You went,
profoundly athletic. 19.
14?
All right. You once you're up there with your hands above your head, you wobble a bit, but you're able to reach, able to stand up there.
All right, perfect. Yeah, I cast mending on the stone.
You watch as the rune, which was carved into the stone, fills itself in and leaves a smooth surface behind. The masonry on this thing, excellent.
Do I get the feeling that Torin carved that rune?
Oh, what check would this be? Make a history check for this one.
The 10. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. That's a 12.
Good roll.
For 12,
Give it to me!
you know that I want to.
I
You know
know.
that I just want to give everything away because it's more fun. But you know you've seen it. You know you've seen it carved elsewhere, and it looks very familiar. But that's all.
I wonder if it looks like the
Angelo.
ones on the sword.
Stay on
Oh.
the... My hand will stay on the stone for a moment, just at the thought that maybe he did. And then I'll
I
pat the
think
top of
Gael
Oleg's
would-
head.
Can Gael see it?
It's gone. Yeah, it has disappeared.
So, we don't feel like there's still magic there, though, right? Like it's
From what I know of runes, it's a lot of intent. But once the main structure is gone, it should be gone.
well. Let me test then.
Very well.
Get off my shoulders. No,
Oh, right. So
no,
it's
both of us getting zapped.
really comfortable up here. All right. Yep. Dismount.
Just two fully plated males, shoulder to shoulder. I'm sure that is.
That is
Totally
super
fine.
quiet.
Mhm.
Okay. With slight trepidations, I'm going to cross past where the rune is carved.
And nothing happens.
Oleg shits himself.
Like, shoots himself.
Yep.
On the inside.
Oh.
Mhm. Rush,
Look
if you
out,
had not,
third.
if you had not been on the ceiling, that I don't know how you guys would have you weren't checking for traps, so You
Yeah,
would
that's a
say
rookie
Jesus.
mistake.
Yeah, wow. We're really
Rush,
good
Rush
at D&D.
accidentally. Hey everyone, welcome to D&D. We don't check for traps in a wizard's fucking tower.
Been a while. We haven't really.
Fine.
I was about to
dungeon
say right now,
orgasmed
I'm
this
gonna just keep a
campaign in our
lookout now.
defense.
The mention of Wizard's Tower, Ken's gonna turn around to Anariel and be like, Wizard's Tower.
I'm telling you, man. There's no cats though. It's weird.
Right? I think it has to be a Malakar thing.
No, we did.
I guess so.
There's doors that we didn't open. The cats might have been in there.
There might be a room full of cats.
I'll keep a lookout for traps.
Okay.
All right. Anyone else, or just Rush is looking for traps?
Anariel
not
will
like we're all
from her
looking for
quiet
Yeah,
spot in the
I
shadows.
would hope that you are all looking for traps now. So as you continue rolling forward, everybody can roll investigation for me.
Does my passive do anything?
What's your passive investigation?
15.
That would, I would say, especially now that you are like looking for it, that will count for something.
14.
17.
6.
Oh, no.
5.
God.
Gael?
What guy else? She just got an 11. Wait, is that what I just rolled? It literally went from my brain. 12.
12. Okay, so Rush, you're looking up on the ceiling, which is you're upside down, and you don't see anything on the ceiling. But Ken, you see as you are about to pass by another door, carved in the stone of the lower wall, another rune.
Mend it.
All right,
Just getting them all gone.
mend it. Is that no?
That's a fucking cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
I was gonna ask, and I was like, no, that is a cantrip. Man, way to go.
Yeah.
I would not have, obviously would not have / did not think of that way to disarm these traps.
Mhm.
That's brilliant, honestly. And the stone, again, smooth, polished,
Good masonry.
good masonry. Mhm. These stone carvers knew what they were doing.
Wizard's Towers and their good masonry.
Yeah, how the hell did a wizard's tower get built here?
The power of the North.
Checks out.
Who said that?
Said that.
Who's that?
Is that Husqvarna?
Who's that? Who's that?
Senor Thickbottom?
Oh.
Dang,
Oh.
senor.
R.I.P.
All right.
The best of us.
You have now passed 2 doors, and you are kind of surmising that these are different floors, that each door kind of opens up into a different floor based on how many steps you guys travel up to get to each level. And you can go ahead and roll another investigation for me. Your final roll of investigation.
16.
That's a 23.
19, baby.
19.
19 as well.
And
Yeah.
I.
Oh, lots of 19s in the chat.
Ooh, that is a 18. I rolled.
You know
it
what,
this
you
time.
guys? You have finally figured out that there are traps in this dungeon, and
Yep.
you're going to find them.
This
And you
place
know
is
what?
creepy.
You're going to find
Teamwork.
them. You notice this time on both sides of the wall at the base, there are 2 rubies embedded into the base of the stone.
I can't mend those.
But they're just embedded.
We've seen something like that before, haven't we?
Could be a laser.
What was
Yes,
it?
Wasn't it in Rakdos's like crazy ass library of souls?
What if we threw one of the imps from the bag of holding?
To touch it, use their hand to touch it.
Everything's coming fucking full circle right now, and it is beautiful.
Yeah, we just
I pull-
roll it in and see if it sets the trap off.
You want me to bowl with the dead imp?
Oh,
Open another
my-
bowl if you feel more comfortable throwing it.
What if it alerts someone?
And Ariel's like
Oh.
getting ready to roll.
How
this
high up
bowling
is
ball
it?
Of an imp.
It's probably about 4 inches off the ground.
What if we just stepped over it? And someone picks up
you.
Rush.
I'm on the
Rush is on the
ceiling.
ceiling.
He's on the
Yeah,
ceiling.
Rush
Oh,
is on the-
perfect.
Anariel will
Russ,
put
can
the
you grab
dead
me
imp
right
back
quick?
and spider
Catch
walk
me.
on the wall over it.
Does anything happen to Anariel?
Nothing happens to Anariel.
Do the rubies do
what-
anything?
What if I walk across?
Across the ceiling? No.
I will step over the rubies.
All right, Dex it.
Oh.
Mhm.
Ah.
R.I.P. Ken.
Gulp.
I swear to God.
R.I.P.
Saving throw or
R.I.P.
just a normal check?
Just a normal check. You just
If I do a
Gotta trust
backflip, can I do acrobatics?
Do a backflip.
a backflip up the stairs. You could do with disadvantage if you're backflipping up the stairs.
Well,
Just
for
saying,
story
my
reasons,
acrobatics
like,
is so much better than a flat dex.
Dash taught it to him.
I'm trying to impress Dad. No, I'll just do a flat dex.
I mean, you're stepping over rubies. There is a low. This is a low like number that you have to. You just have to control your feet, basically.
That's a 10.
Well,
Meets it, beats it, Ken. Are you happy
Yeah.
that you almost set off a trap that you had to
If
simply
you'd let me
step
do a
over?
backflip, it would have been so much better.
Yeah.
Hey, roll for that backflip up the stairs with disadvantage. Let's just
I
see.
swear to God.
Break spine.
Can I catch him by his feet? When
That's
he
a
flies?
17.
Just-
You pull it off and you look cool doing it. Dash is
Hell yeah, brother.
like starts to clap and then is like, "Oh no, we're being sneaky. Never mind."
I give like the eyebrow to Oleg, like, coming, old friend. Like, that whole thing of like, look what
All
I
right,
did.
everyone, roll your dexes. As long as
I
you get a
will-
10, everybody gets over.
I will assist Gira and Dash getting over the ruby.
Thank you.
Your +4, whoever the hell that is.
Oh,
Oh no. She's okay.
I got a nat 20 for 21. The hell?
You know.
What'd you get, Oleg?
I don't want to say.
Did you add your +4? Did you add your +4? Your D4, I mean.
I added the D4, but that D4 came up with a 1, which did not help to improve the 5 that I got.
Oh no, you
Can I
too
give
big.
Oleg the help action?
How would you be helping him?
I
Put a
see
hand out
him
for old lady.
acting a little wobbly,
Oh.
uncertain about stepping over this top step, even though he's stepped on all of the other steps.
I get advantage on dex against effects that I can see while I'm not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated
perfect.
because of
Oh,
being
good,
a
good.
barbarian.
Absolutely. Yeah, that count. You know this is here.
Thank God, I had nothing.
Good job, though. It was a good word vomit. I mean, I was believing it for sure.
Was it fucking worse?
Oh, it was better.
Oh, okay.
It was much better. I upgraded that lowly 6 to a 7.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Ken?
I
Keep it going.
grab him.
Which is, it's okay actually, because as I read
Mhm.
this now, that was only for dex saves, so that advantage was bullshit.
Oh, okay. Yep.
I grab
So it was a
him
6.
and try and like dirty dancing Patrick Swayze him over my head, take a couple steps, and then put him back on the ground.
Do you know how much Oleg weighs? Do you have any idea how
I
much
bet I
a
could do it.
7 foot tall
I bet I could do
half-orc
it.
weighs?
I bet I got a good strength. I bet I could do it. I can't. I don't know if you know I'm spiraling right now, but I fucking am.
You reach out to grab me as I disintegrate into dust.
You do not
I don't feel
disintegrate.
so good, Mr. Ken.
TJ.
You do not disintegrate
I
into
feel
dust,
cold.
but as Ken remembered, as he thought, you have seen these before. You saw these in the library in the Carnarium. And as Oleg confidently steps over these rubies, only to forget that his feet are just so large and that the back of his heel still counts as breaking the field between them. The moment that that line is broken, 2 snarling, hellish forms appear before you on the stairs in front.
That could be so much worse.
Yeah, absolutely. They are loud though. You
Not for long.
all right? Go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Everybody within 10 feet of me, which you know who you are. It should be everybody. You all get to add a zesty +4 to your initiative.
That's a 19 then.
I also got a 19.
Whose dex is
I will
higher?
have a
The +3.
Oh,
10, probably.
I got a 22.
21.
Right. Rush, what'd you get?
24.
Ooh. Fine then. I didn't want to go first.
All out. Hey. Not bad.
Oleg, what'd you get?
19. But then
Oh, right,
a
right,
19
right,
that was
right.
slightly worse than Ken's 19.
And Gael?
Okay, I got a 14.
All right. And assessing the situation, knowing that you guys can handle it, and knowing that he was asked previously to take care of Dash and Gael, Finn is not rolling initiative. He is simply guarding those 2 figures. All right. Rush, kick it off.
How high up am I?
You are probably about, I'd say they're probably 8-foot ceilings.
That's not bad. Okay. Yeah, then I'll just fall off and I'll just come down with my staff on one of the hellish beasts.
All right.
16.
Please hold. I'm pulling up a map for you.
Oh yeah, we have maps and stuff.
Oh shit. Hey,
Oh,
good map.
I just imagined this was in our imagination.
Nah, dog.
Let's go
Nah,
search
No
it.
dog.
No dog. What do you think this is?
Do you want me to start dropping people?
Yes, please.
Do you have G,
New G?
new G, old G, new G?
Just the one.
Hey, why is
Uh,
Torn out here?
Hey, my bad. I forgot.
Bleh.
Ghost farm. Ghost farm. Ghost. I don't have ghost farm.
Why is Oleg
Oh,
look
you need a
like
ghost for Torin? Hold on.
he's buffering?
I got you.
You
Hold
have a
on.
ghost
Oh god, it's about to be something crazy.
No.
Okay.
And you guys would all be along the wall, right over. Whoopsie. Yeah, you're coming
is
up the
this?
stairs. We're just gonna pretend you can see through the ceiling down the stairs. Yeah, Rush is on the ceiling.
Would I be close to these things since I tripped the trap?
Yes, you would.
Let's go.
But put yourself on the stairs, please.
Does anyone have an Anariel they can put on the board for me?
Yeah.
I'm ashamed to not.
Sorry,
I don't.
miscounted
fine.
you. I got you.
Oh my god, there's 2 of me.
What is happening? What is
I climbed the ceiling, so I'm probably like
Yeah, you're
climbed
probably
the
there.
wall. Probably
Did
right there.
you?
I'm at the. Oh,
Yeah, I spider walked the side.
I was gonna say, did you just burn your last spell slot so frivolously?
No, that is my race.
Ghost Thorn.
All right,
So-
Rush, you dropped on and are doing an attack. What was your attack roll?
16.
That'll hit.
Okay. The first one is a 7 damage, and then I'll just like a baseball bat swing, a 22 hits for 9 damage, and then I'll like use the staff to like kind of prop me up and kick the beast. 21. Then another spicy 11 points of damage.
All right. You drop from the ceiling. The dog he doesn't see you coming at all. And as you just unleash these 3 different attacks, his snarls turn to whimpers. and you can see that he is visibly injured. All right. Anariel, you're up.
Which one's the one that's injured?
The one,
The one in front. I
Okay.
assume.
I'm gonna conserve my spell slot and do my LDB. I'll do them both. Well, I'll do one and see how we're looking. 23 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, D10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 force damage, push back 10 feet from me.
All right.
And how's homie looking?
Come here, puppy.
He is almost stunned in that he is waving back and forth a little bit, and he's still growling, but it's a weak growl coming out of his throat.
I'll throw my second one at him too. Ooh, that's a 27 to hit.
All right. Yep.
Ooh, max damage on this baby. 15 force, and he's pushed back another 10.
Let's go.
He evaporates into sulfur-scented smoke as he disappears
Stabbed
from
on a dog.
existence.
Wait, left or right?
The red one.
Did you just dab?
I did.
She did first, for the record.
For the
I
record.
did.
I was just
Children. Children.
All
right. Perfect. Frost.
Hey, so does the staircase curve like this?
Yep, it curves around the entire.
Hey, so the part you're asking here, am I able to see/hit this dog in a curved staircase with?
Yes, because
however many people
here's
there?
the deal. Like in D&D rules, you wouldn't be able to, but like a normal human doesn't take up full 5 feet to stand, so you like would be able to see him just in like normal how eyes work. Yeah.
Everybody pray for not a one. Here we go.
Not a one, not a one, not a one.
Oh, it was really close. That's a dirty 20. Yeah.
Dirty 20, get him.
Ugh. Open panic. 8 damage.
Yep.
Okay. I
Got
got
it.
another one. Well,
12 does not hit.
I didn't think so. Okay, that's my turn.
All right. All of your friends happy to see that you can fire an arrow without any incidents. This is something you're very keen at, and it lands directly in his shoulder. He gives a little whimper, but he comes back with a just snarling gnash. After that, it is the dog's turn, and he is
like a
going.
snack over there.
Rush is looking like a snack, and he saw that you took his companion, so that is where he is going to be.
Opportunity attack.
Oh, get him. Dogs
What
don't
am I
think
doing?
about
Big
things
treat.
like that, you know?
No, he's
What-
just a
what-
big
he's
dumb
just a
animal. That's
broccoli
going to be
Just a human dog.
21.
Yeah.
Big damage.
That's going to be 14 points of damage.
I know.
All right. Simple math, simple math.
You can
Do I get
it.
opportunity too? Because I was standing on the wall right
Oh,
there.
yeah, you would have.
Hell yeah, brother.
He should have bit you.
He should have.
Unfortunately, he saw such a tiny little thing and said,
Peripheral vision isn't a thing, you know.
Mhm.
Okay.
You killed my brother dog.
That wasn't even me. I just
Wasn't
heard
even me, homie. I'll bite him
Oh.
for a 27 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have to remember, I don't do any melee damage.
And you got rabies.
For 4.
Hey, Anariel.
Yeah.
Take 3 points of fire damage as you realize that as you bite him, his entire core is molten. He is literally
Spicy.
fueled by hellfires. Yes, this is spicy food.
Thai
Lava
food, I
dog.
love it.
Lava chicken.
All right. He is going to bite at Rush with does a 17 hit you, Rush?
No, I use my braziers to deflect.
All right. with his second bite. Oh, his second bite. Only an 18. Does an 18 hit you? All right. 2 times he gnashes at you. He's just confused that he was going to bite and then he got bit. And he said, that doesn't really happen to me. This is like a weird thing. And it really throws him off, throws off his day. Next up, Ken.
Thank God.
Oleg, can I move past you, please? With your permission. All right, thank you.
He's on the
Ghost of
wall.
Torin. I will try to hit it with my greatsword. That'll be a 25 to hit.
You're great.
Yep.
Sorry, who said that?
Rushed it.
Someone have a problem with the ownership of my greatsword?
I was talking to the dog.
That's a 7 points of damage.
Again, just a loud yelp that echoes through the hallways.
Ken's going to yell, "Shut up!" and hit it again for a 19 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. And that's going to be 11 points of damage.
Let me tell you, it doesn't matter because, again, he evaporates into a sulfur-scented cloud of dust. A little bit of it gets in your eyes, but other than that, no more dogs to be seen.
Yeah, because I'm blind. You ever had sulfur go in your eyes? It's not good.
You know what? Earlier this week, you had your entire eye replaced, so
that's true.
Mm-hmm.
So
This
you're
week,
fine.
it's crazy.
So that's my bad. I will own that.
It's all right.
Perception check.
Oh,
I'm immediately going back to the ceiling.
Yeah.
21.
24.
12.
It's a dick measuring contest.
18.
My bad, I didn't mean to say it at the same time.
Gael?
11.
Okay. Ken and Gael, your mind is elsewhere. You were, Ken, instantly you are looking back to make sure that Dash and Gira are okay. They are fine. Gira didn't even see what was happening because she is still covered by this giant shield. Gael, you're lost in thought. You're lost in winter and not really paying attention. And the rest of you hear from the floor above a voice that grates, that runs along your bones in a way that feels unnatural. It pulls at something in you with the wrongness of it as you hear it speak. Someone's coming.
Does it sound like Malakar or Rakdos? Or just it's just
you rolled like a 24, 21?
22 or 21.
22.
Something like
It doesn't sound familiar.
Would it
But with
sound
a 20
familiar to Frost?
Doesn't sound familiar, but it sounds, you would say with that roll, it sounds infernal.
Okay.
Do we feel like we're close to the top?
Yes.
Okay. I gonna do this now before Gael and Ken. I'm going to use my channel divinity
And smite us.
I'm just gonna burn it on a smite. No, for the next minute, you guys have advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saves.
Nice.
Don't want our cleric getting mind controlled or something stupid.
Thank you. I think, I have advantage on that too. At least I can't be
already?
I have advantage against being charmed.
Okay, so this would be like a variety of things.
Yeah. It'll add to it. I dig it. I appreciate it.
All right. as you continue your ascent, you notice no more traps, but you do notice that the hallway ends with a large wooden door. This door, you've come up this set of stairs before. You know that behind this door is Malakar's workshop. You know that behind this door is the room where you were caged, where you were trapped, where Finn was nearly killed, where you were sent to hell. You know exactly what's behind this door. You also know it's a pull door.
Awesome.
So
So.
we're not gonna let him talk or anything, right? We're just
Yeah, no.
I'm looking at Gael when I say this because I know that you have a history of wanting diplomacy. I'm just making sure. I want to read the room.
No, Gael is in Winters. It's very somber. Diplomacy is not on her mind at the moment.
Tears.
The best diplomacy is a good offense.
I don't
Probably
know
called
about
into
that,
the
but
armor somewhere.
That's all I got.
Holy shit. Gael, that's what you should have carved into yours.
I'm sorry, carved into what?
Remember, I was telling you before when I was like training you.
Who's out there?
Fucking shit. Okay, just throwing the door open and boldly stepping forth.
Oh. I'm scared.
It's okay.
You see now, as the door is thrown open, the room looks slightly different than last time. Last time, you do recall that the entire thing was covered in carved runes. Every space that was available on each wall, runes were carved. Now you see what you didn't before, that there was a pattern to it all, that they all connect, that they are interwoven almost beautifully. And this, as you are making your way up, you see the face you recognize standing in the center among them all.
Palpatine.
You see Malakar.
Is there any
standing-
possible way for me to like stealthily go up above them without them noticing me?
I mean, you could.
Don't you have to come through the door that we just opened?
Yeah, I would go like right here, then just go straight up.
If you can nat 20, that stealth roll, yes.
Do it.
Do it. Justin.
Imagine. At 20? I believe it.
I got 19.
Oh my god!
So close. Alas, no. In the center of the room, standing on now glowing runes, you see the face of Malakar, no longer holding the illusion that he held all those years when he was at court, of this more aged form of the slightly more wrinkled, slightly more gray. Now you see a slightly younger man. He does have ruddy red eyes that match Anariel's. You can see as he looks at you, he has two fangs pressing into his lower lip. And next to him, you see the voice who was speaking. A large demon standing next to him.
Danny, can you drop G? I just sent her to you. Do we recognize this one?
You do not recognize this one. Please hold.
Holding.
Oh, it was that.
There we go.
Technology, man.
You got this.
Yippee.
Oh, she's not a token.
Yeah, but can't you still move? You can still move around.
Yeah.
She's just a square. Square now.
Square token.
Because
Stand
she's in a
by.
winter.
So she's a square.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if that's how that works.
So, as you're getting this set up, you see again glowing on the floor these lines of runes that are connected and somehow lit from within. You also notice that at four corners of the room, there are four different colored glowing orbs that together running through the lines. Around Malakar, there is an iridescent half dome, an iridescent thing that you actually remember as a cage. It is the exact same thing that he cast around you, imprisoning you, able to keep you inside, keep you from being able to get out. Oleg, you remember smashing your fists against it in rage as Finn's throat was slit on the outside of that same iridescent dome. And Malakar looks up at you and recognizes you immediately. It's only been a week, and many of you, Ken and Gael, he knew you pretty well. He was on the Council of Mages, which is an incredibly high position, and you both would have known him pretty well.
Yeah.
You live, then. You can insight check.
That's a 16.
It's a 19.
A
22.
27.
Ooh.
Hold on.
14.
All of you but Oleg recognize.
I can live with that.
He comes to, as he's speaking to you, his eyes light with a realization as you are all speaking. He looks at the demon to his side, who gives a nod and looks back. It was you then. What is the cost? Return my soul.
The cost?
Sold one of them catch-22s because the only thing we'd trade for it is your severed head.
Malakar's gaze touches on each of you. And then Ken, he looks at you. And for a second, you feel almost like time is slightly different for you for just a moment. And you feel the setting around you changes for a moment. You're suddenly sitting in a chair. You look down and there is don't, Oleg?
Oleg, sit down.
Just showing off the merch.
You're in a chair. Sitting on your lap is a child. And for a moment, you think it's Gira, but you realize it's too young to be Gira. And you turn confused. And you catch your reflection in the mirror. You're a little older. You're a little gray around your temples, a little silvered. You have smile lines creasing around your mouth and around your eyes. Which is funny, you think, because you haven't smiled that much in your life so far. Strange that it would leave its mark. And then from the other room, someone walks in. And as they walk in, you hear them say, they speak to you. Come on, Torin, give your grandfather a break. And the woman picks him up from your lap. And you recognize the woman is Gira. And she smiles down. Do you need anything, Dad, before we leave? And you hear a different voice in your head. You hear Malakar's voice. I can make this happen, you know. Say the word, and this will be your future.
Grandson. Malakar. We have that in common, don't we? The love of a child. Well, I killed your child.
Let's roll and see.
Cold.
He pauses and the vision around you freezes almost mid-frame as he struggles to understand what you're telling him. You feel, as he right now is wrapping your mind, you feel what he feels. He takes a moment where it just doesn't make sense to him. That's not possible. Torin wasn't here. Torin was sent away. And it all comes together as he realizes.
Mm-hmm.
Torin wants to try to break the spell and whisper to Kin.
Roll your wisdom.
Come on, buddy.
It's an 18.
Ken, as you're frozen in this future that you want so badly, it's the past that comes to greet you. In your ear, you hear a voice so familiar and so dear to you. What does it say?
He lies.
Can I make a wisdom save? Because this is all happening in my head, right?
Yes. What are you trying to?
I want to show him. I want to show Malakar Torin's burning body.
Malakar is in your mind right now. You can just think it. You don't
Perfect.
have to make a check.
I do that, and I do the equivalent of mentally looking at him, and I just say out loud, "He died of Locktooth."
Around you, the room that was a cozy den bursts into flames with your memory. You're no longer in a den. You are standing outside of the woods on the edge of a valley where a body is burning. And the moment Malakar realizes what's happening, he throws himself from your mind. He rips himself from it as quickly as he can. And you are once again standing in the room with your friends. You call me a monster. My hands are not the ones stained with the blood of my brother. Another child stolen. Another so-called hero allowed to walk free. while others suffer. If you will not give me what I want, then I'm going to take it. And everyone can roll for initiative.
17.
Do we still get a +4, Oleg?
Sorry, 20.
On the map, just Ken and Anariel and I. Because it's anybody who's within 10.
It's a plus what?
+4.
Okay, good, because Anariel needs it.
We find ourselves in the top of a just classic place that you would find a mage in a tower. Obviously, they're always in towers. In the top level of this tower, you are speaking to Malakar, who convinced Ken's brother Torin to betray the party and then sent you to hell. He is now encased in the Shimmering Dome, which you can see the red circle. That's where the outline of the Shimmering Dome is. And again, out of the corner of your eye, you can see different yellow, greens, blue, and you actually see that it. Actually, make a perception check for me, everyone.
Fuck.
Always perception, Ken.
Nat 20 for 25.
Let's go, baby.
Oh, I got.
16,
Hold on.
22.
Wait. Oh. I got a 19.
Passive perception. I got a 16 roll.
19.
The
16.
highest perception I've had this whole game.
15.
There
Crazy.
you go.
Good for you, bud.
You notice that the shimmering colors, actually all of you, the shimmering colors in the dome correspond with the 4 different glowing orbs on the corners of the room. And with that knowledge,
Wait, say that again, but slower.
so you can see it's a translucent, kind of iridescent, shimmering dome, and the colors of iridescence mirror the colors that are the 4 different orbs along the walls. Get it?
I'm going to try telling it a secret.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
All right.
PTSD, guys.
Malakar stares defiantly in your direction, and you hear him begin chanting, and you see along the different beams, the wooden beams of the ceiling, 4 spaces that have been left almost intentionally empty. Almost intentionally, if you stare at them closely enough, something has been almost seared or branded there before and then sanded away. And he looks up and sends a hand, beginning chanting in a language you just don't understand. And you see a rune fill in, searing itself on the ceiling in one of those 4 gaps.
Was this a spell?
This is more like a let me finish his monologue and then
Okay.
So no is the answer. He's not
Okay.
casting it.
Then ignore my counterspell.
Yeah, you keep that in your pocket. As this one fills in, you see it on his face. There is no longer mercy. You have taken the only living person in the world that he cared about, and now not only did he have his goal before, his face has turned vindictive. I'm going to bring down these walls. Whether or not you kill me, the wards are going to fall, and your kingdom will be swept away. And Frost, go ahead. Kick this battle off. Oh, no, sorry. I'm so sorry. You notice one more thing. Got a lot of things. So we're running a big fight.
You got it. You got it.
Right before Frost, right before you go, everybody notices that this entire section of runes on the floor begins to glow. All of you notice that section of the runes begin a pulsing glow. Frost, take it away.
I'm gonna get around the corner here first. Have a look. See. These are just standard glowing orb. Nothing in particular there.
Just a glowing violet orb.
Yeah, we're gonna take a short sword to it and see if we can smash the orb.
All right.
I don't know if it's
Roll attack.
16.
16 will hit.
Great. 4 damage, and if it's working, I'll do it again.
When you, sorry, I'll write this down. As you strike it with your short sword.
Oh, that's a lot of dice. I heard a lot of dice.
Ooh, baby.
It shook the table.
Oh no.
You take 18 points of fire damage as you swing at this orb. You do notice that it cracks under your sword tip. Somehow, through the burning sear of your flesh, you are able to notice, well, at least it chipped.
Yeah, my determination as a ward knight tells me to hit it again. So I'm gonna do just that.
My man.
Beautiful.
It's 16 again. Wow, back to back. Yeah, that's still a lot of dice. That's 5.
All 5s on the dice. Would you believe it?
That's awful.
20 points of fire damage.
It's okay. That's okay. It's okay. Okay.
Hit it again.
Thank you for the extra 11. Oh, I appreciate that.
How much damage is that?
A whopping 5 damage.
The return on investment there leaves something to be desired.
Yeah, well, ranger lifestyle out here. We're just gonna make it through.
Yep. It is still pulsing this faint, like pink glow, but you have noticed that there are kind of a spider web of cracks around it. All right. Any other movement or anything on your turn?
I think with that, I will put myself a little bit further away. Actually, hold on. Let me roughly get how far I have. It's just movement. That 35? Is it gonna be 35? Okay, never mind. That's 30. If that's 35, that's right there.
All right. Next up, Ken.
I don't have a good track record with things that can do a lot of damage to me. If we remember the callers at all.
I do.
So I don't know what to do in this situation. The only way we can feasibly think to get to him is to break these orbs.
I'm willing to bet that, yeah. I mean, you couldn't. You were banging on it last time, so.
I'll beat the shit out of it.
Fuck. All right.
Is this a saw trap? Like we have to be injured to injure it? Like is this a saw trap?
Yeah. What in the Voldemort is happening?
We have to weaken ourselves to get access. Wow, Daddy.
I will move
here. What? The solution to this puzzle was probably in one of those doors you guys wouldn't let me open.
Just ask Tor. Oh.
Shut up, Torin. Shut up,
Torin, expend your essence to break.
Thank you for reminding me. I have to put in the Ghost of Torin again. There we go.
Oh yeah. Roll initiative for Ghost of Torin.
Oh, you went. Okay. Where's my D20? I found it. Dad?
Ghost Torin.
21 for Ghost Torin.
Ghost Torin, pretty good.
Fuck you, Ghost Torin.
Ghost Torin should have gone before me.
Yeah.
And I will make an attack attempt on this orb.
All right.
Does a 19 hit?
Sure does.
Cool. That's going to be 13 damage.
$15 points of fire damage as the orb shatters.
Oh,
I'd like to look back
Can
at the.
Can Ghost Torn take half that with the dex check?
You no, because you haven't used it as your action yet. That one's not a reaction.
Okay, it's action.
Yep, you can do it for the upcoming term.
I see. Got it.
Do I see? Has the orb? Has the dome? There we go. Changed at all to the point where I think I can get through it?
So the dome is definitely still present. You do notice that of the colors that are pulsing around it, that like pinkish red is no longer there.
To do this 3 more times. Okay. Yep. 5, 10. I'm just gonna get here, and I'm going to hope that my friends can take care of the rest of the orbs while I prepare to fight Malakar as well.
All right. Next up is this big boy's turn, and he is going to, let's see here. Easy.
Don't say that.
With a positively wicked smile, he steps through the shield as though it doesn't exist, as though it's air. And he
is greeted with my opportunity attack.
That's what's up.
Oh no. 16.
Well, his sheet went missing.
16 hits. I know it.
It doesn't. I'm sorry. Your opportunity attack, it goes awry at the sheer fear that this thing inspires. And Oleg, one attack is coming at you, and one is coming at Ken. You see this massive demonic weapon swing towards you. Oleg, the first one's 22 to hit.
Yep.
All right. 13 points of slashing damage, and make a strength save for me.
Okay. I don't like that. I lost all my speech HP. That is going to be 29.
Yeah, you stay standing despite the fact that this huge infernal weapon, which is actually actively radiating heat, swings down and cleaves into you. You're able to hold your feet just by sheer force of hatred that this abomination exists in your plane of existence.
Don't I know it?
Ken, he swings that same weapon at you, and that is a dirty 20 to hit.
If I still had my shield. Yeah, that hits.
Oh. That is 16 points of slashing damage. Same thing, strength saving throw.
That's a nat 1.
Nope. You are knocked prone to the ground. The demon kind of leans over you a bit, and you can hear as he moves, his body itself almost emits the sound of cracking embers as he looks down at you with a just feral smile at your prone, fleshy body. Next up, Ghost Tauren.
See if he can do it first. Let's just hit this DC. It's a charisma modifier. Not great. Okay. No, he's not gonna do anything.
Alas, you try, you push your will into the world, but it continues to go on around you. You see your brother falling to the ground, and there's nothing you can do about it. Next up, Rush.
Okay, I am going to run down from the wall and then get to here, and I'll start smacking this one.
All right.
Instead of 16 hits.
Yep.
What about a 15?
Yep, both of those will hit.
Okay. For a total of 15 points.
How much?
15.
15 total?
And then I'll just
Wait, please hold.
Okay.
That is 30 points of acid damage as your tiny fists strike. And again, you see again this orb crackles. This glass that it's made of that you're unfamiliar with, spider webs in a crack, but it is still emitting a soft glow.
Okay, after the acid gets all over me, I will probably just kind of try to endure the pain, and then I'll flurry of blows.
That-
The orb.
All right.
Does a 13 hit?
It does. Yep. It's
Okay.
it's just standing there.
Okay, I was about to say. Then another 10 points of damage. Bloody.
As this orb explodes into glass all over the floor, you can hear it amongst the battle. The color goes out. Same thing with the dome behind. It no longer emits that orangey glow. But you do take 12 additional points of acid damage.
Additional 12 or 10? What did you say?
12.
12.
Only 2 orbs remain. It is Dash and Gira's turn, and they are gonna hide away. They are not doing anything but
Exactly.
hiding behind a shield.
Why did we take them here?
You
We didn't have a
want them-
choice.
Yep. Oleg, you're up.
Amazing. I'm gonna stay true to myself. Okay, I'm gonna cast as a bonus action. I'm gonna cast Divine Favor on myself. Which I do extra d4 of radiant damage when I hit people, and then I'm gonna hit people.
You love to see it.
For a 27 to hit.
Yep. I assume you're attacking the demon.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and just drop a first level Divine Smite because I'm here for
How many of
good
those
time,
you got
not a long
left?
time. Not a lot. Actually, not a lot. It's not very good. 18 points of damage on the first attack.
Total?
Yep.
Okay. How many of that was radiant?
8.
Okay.
And then that's going to be 23 to hit for the second attack.
Mm-hmm.
What do I got left? Guys, I'm so nervous. It's making me
Oh,
I can't
you're
I
making
can't
me
pick up-
nervous.
I can't pick up my dice appropriately.
My God.
13 points on the second one.
All right. As you are swinging, oopsie, I just wrote the number 13 instead of like adding it to the previous number.
Let's see if I can.
You feel strong holding Brocker, holding your mentor's weapon, a mentor who you saw only last night, his undead form in the woods. And you steel yourself knowing that his body may be there, but his soul is with you right now. And it's his weapon that you hold, and you swing and you sear demon flesh as you hit him with a smite. All right. Next up then is Finn's turn. And he is going to move up the stairs. There we go. And he is going to knock an arrow and send it at the blue orb. Oh, nat 20, guys.
Fuck yeah.
Way to go, Finn. Look at you.
Finley.
Cute and good at throwing things.
Finathan.
Finathan. Finathan, you dog. Let's see. Where's his bow? There it is. We'll use the fancy D8. Oh, Finn, roll higher. And as his arrow connects with this glowing orb, you don't see him flinch. You don't see anything happen to him. He's simply shot an arrow and is happy to be here.
So we have to punch it. That's the takeaway, right?
He shoots a second arrow, which will also hit. Oh, max damage. Very good. Good boy, Finn. Oh, and he actually, in those two hits with his crit, single-handedly, he takes out this blue orb.
Hey.
Oopsies. I know you guys really wanted to be the one to do that, but...
Yeah.
A bigger fish to fry.
You're part of the team as well.
All right, next up is Gael.
Okay, so Gael is going to turn to Gira and Dash and cast Magic Circle. It is, what is it? It's a 10-foot radius, 20-foot tall cylinder, focused on the middle of where they are. And it's going to be fiends that I choose. And the creature can't willingly enter the cylinder by non-magical means. If it tries to use teleportation or interplanar travel to do so, must succeed on a charisma saving throw. It has disadvantage on attacks against them. They can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
Excellent.
Yeah, and we're gonna do it the normal way. Like, I want to keep stuff out. And then she's going to use one of her sorcery points to make... I need a cantrip. Sacred Flame. I don't think I can reach it. Even if I got there. Oh, wait. Nope, I can't. So then she's going to come out here and use one of her sorcery points to cast Poison Spray as a bonus action on what's his face.
Is so the spell that you cast on them, that was a spell, right? A leveled spell?
Yes, and then if you use I have a sorcery point and I have quicken spell, so that it changes the casting time.
Yep, you're good.
So then I use the cantrip and then I just change it to bonus action.
Right.
And so Poison Spray, let's roll to hit. 19.
Yep, 19 hits.
And then damage. Oh, bitch. Maxed on both. 24. I rolled 2 12s.
Just this vial of poison spews outward from such a lovely little elf. And you see some of his flesh sears away on his cheek and on his shoulder, begins to steam even more than his body is already steaming. Sorry, 24, 25?
24. I rolled 2 12s.
Nice.
Max damage. And then Gael's just gonna stand there, kind of very vacant, almost removed from the situation, but doing what she does. So,
Doing what she does.
Yep. And then the girls have. Okay. Yep. That's all Gael's got.
Amazing work, Gael. It is now Malakar's turn, and you see a second rune fill in of the 4 gaps on the ceiling. Anariel, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna take the opportunity.
Does the floor change at all?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the opportunity as I run past the demon.
All right. He's going to swing at you for a 25.
Yep.
$15 points of slashing damage.
Coolio.
Strength save for me, mama.
Okay. That was a 19 on the dice for an 18.
You feel the weight of this weapon and your legs buckle for a moment, but you're able to hold strong.
Not today, Satan. And yeah, so from here, I'm gonna LDB the last orb. 24 and a 19 to hit.
Yep, both of those will hit.
Hold on, let me find my other D10. Are you a D10? Yeah. Ooh, okay. 24 force damage, and then it's pushed back 20 feet.
All right, 24. And he is pushed back. Whoa, what is it?
Oh, I'm talking about the orb. I'm shooting the orb.
Oh, okay. It, with 24 force damage, it explodes into, sorry, I wrote down the damage in the wrong place. Yeah, it explodes, it shatters, and with that final shatter, so does the barrier that is surrounding Malakar.
I'm gonna give him the eyes like I'm coming for you next, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any bonus actions, so I'm gonna sit here.
And as the end of our first round comes to a close, you notice that pulsing of the runes on that section of the floor. Man, I don't know what I'm on, but I just needed to stop doing that. There we go. The runes in this section of the floor. And Ken, I need you to make a dex save.
Prone.
You're prone, Ken.
Oh no.
Oh, Ken.
no.
I wondered if this might be a problem.
Yeah. And you take, it was a low roll, could have been a lot worse. You take 11 points of fire damage as the runes on the floor pulse in a burst of flame before that section of runes goes dark. And then at the top of the round, you notice that it is this entire, this next quadrant over in the clockwise fashion, all the runes on the floor now are pulsing beneath you. Frost, it's your turn.
Well, now that that's down, I'll move over a wee bit. My experience with demons has not been great, so I'm gonna go ahead and start shooting at Malakar. We have here. Need to check. Bonus action. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark Malakar.
Okay.
Go ahead and do that. And then we get shooting. I'm going to take a -5 penalty on a nat 20. So that'll be a 24 to hit.
That hits.
And then that's going to be 24 damage with the sharpshooter feat. And then we're going to go for the second attack. 18 hit.
As you,
Oh.
This arrow, it flies true. As a nat 20, in fact, it hits him straight in the heart. Through the fletchings, you watch them carve through his chest, come out the other side and hit the wall behind. You then watch the wound closes itself behind him.
We forgot.
I've been waiting for Ken to tell me. Ken's my
Does
ringleader
that
here.
And
disrupt his
dying.
concentration.
No, he doesn't have his soul.
Oh no.
Oh,
Hey, we'll be right back.
Daddy?
Everything's totally fine here. Nothing happened. It was completely seamless. You simply heard Frost ask if his concentration was broken, to which he hardly even noticed that the arrow was fired.
Ah, fantastic. Well, guess I'm changing. We'll keep the roll. Does an 18 hit the demon fella?
Yep. Yes, it does.
18 hits. Gonna be an 8, and I can't actually change. I can't change Hunter's Mark, so that's my turn.
All right.
It'll be there though.
Yep, it'll be there when you need it. It'll be there.
On the next one.
All right. After Frost is Ken.
Ken is going to use half his movement to stand up, and then he's going to yell, Anariel, now! And he's going to use the disengage action to move 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. And that will be his turn.
All right. Next up is the demon. And Oleg, you are getting a swing at your face.
I'll be right back.
I accept.
That is a 29 to hit.
Yar.
It's so weird seeing him leave and we're in this.
Yeah. That is 17 points of slashing damage to you with this massive weapon. And make that strength save. Oh.
That's going to be like a 23 strength save.
You're still standing, but as he swings at you with this next attack, a feral smile on his face, this weapon gets a burst of infernal power behind it that just stinks of just hatred and otherworldly evils, meaning he rolled a nat 20 and is going to do 24 points of slashing damage.
Dusty wasn't here for that. Act natural, act
Everything's
natural.
fine. Don't worry about it.
We're good, man. It's all right.
Oleg spits blood on the
Spits
ground.
blood gets back up to my feet.
What did I
Gets
miss?
back up to your feet.
No.
Okay. All right. And let's see. That is his turn. Ghost Torin.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
See if Ghost Horn wants to do anything this round. No, he still doesn't want to do anything.
He doesn't want to do anything. He's trying so hard. He hasn't figured out this whole "you're dead" thing quite yet.
I'm bred
Yeah.
to it, you know.
Rush, go ahead.
Is there any way I can hold my attack actions until after the soul is released?
Yeah, you can hold your action, but you can hold one action.
So I can hold like just one attack. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Move. I'll move right here, and I will attempt to help Oleg, and I will stunning strike. 26 to hit.
That will hit.
For 8 points of damage, and he needs to make a con save of 16.
All right, he is going to fail it, but he is going to use one of his unbreakable charges, which will end the condition on him immediately.
Okay, then I'm gonna attempt to do it again.
Sounds good.
Yeah, make
And
him
I'm
use
gonna
those
miss the
charges.
attack.
Damn it.
11.
Yeah, that's a miss. Swing and a miss.
Okay. The static electricity will go through Rush, and now all the attacks against him have disadvantage.
Oh
And
no. Oh
Yeah.
wait, all your attacks
All the
against
attacks against me, Rush,
have disadvantage. Okay, perfect.
and that'll be my turn.
Excellent. Next up is Oleg.
Ooh.
Get after it.
I'm gonna hit him.
I
Turns
will
out
hope so.
I'm gonna try to hit him. Only 17 on the first one.
That
17.
does hit. Meets it, beats it.
Yes. Okay. Well, the hour is growing dark, and so I'm gonna do a second level divine smite. Because I'm getting my shit kicked in. So it's going to be 12 points of original damage plus... plus 12 points of radiant damage on top of that.
All right.
So I shall hit him again. Up for 17 again.
Oof.
For 13 points of damage this time. And then one more go. That's going to be a 27 to hit, and that will burn my last second level Divine Smite.
Spell slots.
That's my last spell slot. That's going to be...
Good thing Malakar's almost dead. That's good.
I don't trust that.
What?
Okay,
Something more worser is going to happen.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is it a pun because he's
28
inclined?
points on the second one.
Fang
And
inclined.
half of that was radiant damage.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know if that does better.
It's good to know.
Okay, and then I'm in the bad square, the no touch square. So I'm gonna wheel like this.
All right, stay in.
To get out of the spooky square.
All
And that's my
right.
turn.
Let's see. Finn is going to do the same wheelie maneuver. But he is going to stay there, remembering his promise to be able to get them the fuck out of there if he needs to. And he will stay as close to the stairs as he can, as he sends 2 arrows flying. One of them lands in a connection on the demon. For not very spicy damage, but you did a good job last time, buddy. So hopefully people will remember that. And you can see that he is kind of assessing the different targets, the different plans. As Gael, it is your turn.
So G is going to, at the demon looking bad in front of her, we're gonna do, I think we should do a second. I'm gonna do a second level guiding bolt, please.
All right.
It's gonna be a 27 to hit, please.
Yeah, it will.
And then for damage, ooh, I got some ones in there. Just, oh, you mother, just 11. 11 radiant damage.
All right.
That was crappy for a second level. That makes me mad.
Sometimes the dice betrays you.
It makes me so
help
mad.
it.
Let me see what I have for bonus action.
You're newly transitioned to winter, you know? It like your body feels a little different. Your body is changing, Gael.
Don't you make excuses for me.
Sometimes the magic just doesn't happen like it used to. I'm sorry.
Don't you say that. I don't think she has one that is a cantrip. No, or actually, she'll face step. We're gonna have her face step 30 feet wherever here. And he I don't know if I can do for him. He's not within 5 feet. I don't think she can do it. It's within 5 feet. He wasn't within 5 feet. Yeah. That's what she's gonna do. Action, bonus action.
All right. It is Malakar's turn, and you see the third of 4 runes light up.
What row?
Anariel, it's your turn.
Okay, so now that I've gotten the sign from the leader of this group, obviously,
Don't
I am.
put the blame on Ken.
I put it all on Ken. I'm gonna run my 30 feet up to Malakar. And you said it's a bonus action to open this thing?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm a bonus action open this thing right next to him, so hopefully it doesn't take a whole round to enter his body, because that'd be ridiculous.
The moment action that you pull the stopper on this, and this bottle is almost teardrop shaped. It's crystal, and it's really finely made, and inside it almost looks as though if smoke and liquid somehow coalesced into one, and it emits a soft glow. And the moment the cork is pulled free, it spills itself out of the jar, even though you haven't turned it over, and almost crawls back into Malakar as though it did not want to leave in the first place.
Kind of sweet. So that's that. Then I'm gonna turn to. Oh, didn't mean to move him. I'm gonna turn to Big Honcho over here.
Mm-hmm.
And use my last spell slot to cast Banishment. I need a Charisma 18 saving throw.
Okay.
I could target 2, but I think we need Malakar here, so.
There's something.
Okay, so let me see if he has what his legendary resistance can be.
That's a good sign.
No. He disappears from the battlefield.
Huh. Oh my god.
That's good.
That's
Wait, is
huge.
that good? Is that, I mean, right? It's okay, right?
Now we can
It's
focus
banished.
on one.
And it can't return
If
because
you
it's not
can
from this
hold,
plane.
well, if you can hold concentration for the full minute.
Yeah, if I can. Okay.
Just run back down the stairs.
Yeah, get out of here.
I get out of here. I only have 5 feet of movement. If I move away, Malakar's gonna hit me and risk it for the biscuit.
You can disengage.
So I'm gonna stay.
Imagine like losing your concentration.
I used action,
from,
bonus
like,
action.
a bitch slap from Malakar.
He might have magical power fists, you know.
Ooh.
You don't know.
So yeah, I'm just gonna stay here and concentrate.
Sounds good. Same thing on the floor. You see this pulse of runes. Fortunately, Dash and Gira are on the steps, which are not carved with runes, because a blast of fire pops up. And then once again, it circles over to this section as the floor again pulses beneath you. And Frost, top of the round, it's your turn.
Now that he's got his soul, gonna continue to move a little bit. Yeah, fire into this. Hold up. All right. Yeah, no, I don't think I was gonna hit. It's 13.
Nope, it does not.
All right, we're gonna try to go for that again. How about 19?
19 does hit, yes.
8, and I'm glad I didn't move my hunter's mark. That's another 260. 13 damage.
All right. And he looks almost stunned as the arrow comes from behind and strikes him in the back. And you see him stagger a bit. And then once again, his focus is back on finishing that final piece of magic. Next up, Ken.
Ken is going to see him stagger like that, make eye contact with him, and smile the widest grin he can. And we'll step forward, and I'm going to hit him. I'm going to hit him very hard.
I hope so.
Perfect. That's a 27 to hit for the first one.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's 14 base damage, and then I'm going to burn a second level Divine Smite.
Good.
And that will be another 13 damage.
All right.
I'm gonna hit him again. That's a 22 to hit. Fantastic. That's 6 damage. Sorry, 10 damage. My bad.
Right.
And then I'm gonna action surge.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Hell
I
yeah,
am.
brother.
No way.
And so that'll be another 27 to hit him.
Rolling spicy tonight, Ken.
That's 16 original damage. I'm gonna burn a first level divine smite. That's another 11 spicy damage.
All right.
And then one last hit to really bring it home. That's only a 15 to hit.
That one does not hit.
Okay, last one.
Your D4 for Emboldened Bond?
I did not do any of them, my plus D4. So that's another 4 to that roll. So it's a 19.
That one will hit.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
And that's
go.
another 10 damage.
All right. Okay.
I can.
You come and you positively lay into him. You have taken all of the anger of the past week, topped on all of this frustration that you didn't realize you were carrying from your entire childhood is coming out now in this massive just blow of blades that you are making with your brother's sword. And it's almost poetic how he steps back under this assault that you are just driving into him. Any movement bonus action from you?
Oh yeah, I have bonus actions. No, I don't have bonus actions. I'm good.
Okay, sounds good. All right, he's going to make a concentration save after all of that.
Damn right.
Nat 20. He is
Bullshit.
boy's as focused as Ken is at finishing this job. All right, Ghost Torin.
He certainly wants to do some, but we'll see if the die let him. Let me check what this roll is. The stake on Jack.
Give Ghost Malakar a hug.
Ghost Malakar?
One. The dice are not kind to Ghost Torn tonight. I'm gonna be real with you.
You know what? You're there in spirit.
In spirit.
Literally.
I want to point out the past 3 times now has been an 8, like consistently an 8.
That's
I'm gonna give you
strange.
dice.
Wow.
Tis strange.
Can I roll anything other than 8? I can. That would be a 17, but it doesn't count. It's fine.
Wow.
Not enough anyways.
Everybody make a perception
He has
check for me.
+2.
23.
24.
I can't find it.
Sorry, Rush.
19.
I'm locked in.
20.
Everybody,
Everybody.
everyone. Clinking of armor as someone actually with some of your 20s that you rolled, as many people are running up the stairs.
They were all pulls.
Wait, what happened to the Drake outside?
Yeah, what happened, bud?
Hold
I didn't put him
on.
on the ground, so I didn't alert the entire camp that we were storming Malakar's. That's what
Well,
we
how did
discussed.
that work out?
They didn't get here sooner.
He doesn't know that.
That's true. All right. With that knowledge, it is now Rush, your turn.
Okay. I am going to run super fast again with more electricity. I'm going to. Oh, that's not that. Run and get behind him. And I'm going to slice at him. Stunning strike. That is a 11. That obviously doesn't hit.
It does not.
14 also doesn't hit.
No, it doesn't.
And then forget it. I'm gonna flurry of blows again. Please. Where is it? Okay, 21, stunning strike for 7 points of damage, and I'm gonna hand of harm for an additional 5 points of damage, and he has the poisoned effect now, and I'll use the other flurry of blow to heal myself.
All
He
right.
has to make a con save.
What's the save number?
16.
16. And as a reaction, he's going to use Sorcerer's Resilience to make it a Charisma save instead, which will make him pass.
Nice.
Use this opportunity to reaction.
Yeah, that's his only reaction. So good thinking. Dash and Gira, it is their turn. Hearing people coming up the steps, they are moving up into the room. Dash is pulling Gira along. All right. Oleg, you're up.
Okay. Hearing. Oh man, I really also just want to go hit Malakar a bunch. But I feel like there's a lot of people hitting Malakar right now. So I'm going to go hearing that precious baby angel Gira, and maybe the only person that is holding Ken's sanity together are both suddenly in danger. I am going to reach into my pocket, pop open the hell cocaine. If you can't beat them, join them. And I'm going to sprint. What?
The DARE program.
You always would go talk to the Warden Knights about the DARE program, and here you are. What are we doing now?
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Jesus.
And I'm gonna hold my action for when those ugly sons of bitches come up the stairs at my baby girl.
Excellent. Next up is Finn, who is going to move here so that you can get a clear shot, but still be close in case of trouble. Oh no. Oh, Finn, a 3 and a 4.
Jesus,
It's
Finn.
my ass.
It's your
Do
ass.
something.
He's like pulling back and he's like, "What? There it goes. Yep. That damn ass."
It's just half of all my things?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Gael, you're up.
Gael is going to where's the entrance to the stairs?
Where Oleg is standing.
Okay. I'm going to cast do I want to do this one? I would like to cast Dust Devil. It's an elemental force that resembles a dust devil. It appears in a cube and it lasts for the minute. And any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the dust devil must make a strength saving throw. On a fail, the creature takes some bludgeoning damage and is pushed. So I want to cast Dust Devil wherever they're going to be coming through the door.
Okay.
That is all she's going to do.
At the end of your turn, it's Malakar's turn. And you see that final rune light up. You feel a pulse of magic go out from him. My ward knights, you know exactly what this means. He's brought down the wards. And then you watch something else. Ken, did you have a question?
You said that the wood above had been sanded down.
Mm-hmm.
And then before you said that the wards had gone down and then had come back up.
Mm-hmm.
Who sanded them down?
You guys don't know that.
Shut up.
Hey, Mac?
My God.
You watch Malakar pull a dagger from his belt and whisper an incantation as he plunges it into his own heart. And all of the runes pulse with some magic that you can't recognize, but all of you can feel the strength of it. He falls to his knees, a sneer on his face as he looks at you, Ken. You killed him. Nothing. And he falls on his face. Pool of blood spread beneath his body. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.